Now, this looks like a little oriental slipper, doesn't it? Has it come from the Orient? Where did it come from?
Well, it came from Russia originally. My grandfather went out there with the British chess team, and when they left, they were each given one of these. I assume they're all identical, I don't know, but my grandfather had this one.
Wonderful story, isn't it? Well, Russia is certainly bang on. This is what we call a kovsh. It's a Slavonic wine-tasting vessel. But it's been rather sort of shrunk down here. Of course, it's, in practical terms, it can't be used, but its very shape suggests Russia. But tell me, in your family, what's been its history?
Well, I've known it ever since I can remember, and my parents really used it as an ashtray. And I didn't realise till so many years later, and eventually got married, and my husband here polished it. He said, I'll try to clean it, and underneath suddenly appeared the silver.
Isn't that marvellous?
And it was jet black before, and I've known it for years as just being jet black, you know, throwing it around the room.
Very good, very posh to throw it around the room, very extravagant gesture in a way. Now, I'll tell you a little bit about the decoration. It's enamel, but it's in a rather sort of soft kind of palette, but the style of the object is in Russian 17th century style. And there was a huge revival in Russia around about 1900 with the Romanov tercentenary to remind themselves of their past. And all things Russian were desperately important, and so even metalwork took up this theme. And my guess is, looking underneath, yes, absolutely, that we're going to find that this is by the most distinguished goldsmith, really, of the 20th century, aren't we? I think you've got an idea who it is. Can you guess who it is?
Fabergé, I assume.
Absolutely, bang on.
It's the only name I know.
Well, it's called The Last Flowering of Court Art. So we have a truly marvellous, small, deeply attractive piece of Fabergé with a rather checkered history, and it's come through it awfully well, I think. And it's just worth looking at the bottom for a second. There's a dedication inscription, which I don't think it'll be possible to unscramble at the moment, with Fabergé's full house mark underneath the double-headed Romanov eagle, which is a pinpoint to the fact that this is a Moscow piece. And on the side here, we can see in Cyrillic the initials FR, and that stands for Fyodor Rukut, who's the actual maker of this object. And although it was retailed by the great shop of Fabergé, this is what we call a workmaster's work. Fyodor Rukut not only worked for Fabergé, he worked for other people. But happily, all the coconut shies have gone down with this, and we're in a very exciting position financially, coming from a chess prize to an ashtray, being blackened, being cleaned up by a devoted husband, being brought to the Antiques Roadshow. We reached a crescendo of valuation where I think it's perfectly safe for insurance to put this down at £5,000.
Good grief. Aren't I a clever little husband?
You are. I think you better keep him on, you know.
Oh, well, yeah, I will.
Yes, I think so. Good.